Something I never got around to during the Mega Evolution base set era was Teal Masked Ogerpon with Meganium minus Mega Venusaur. But with Phantasmal Flames, the addition of Dawn gives me just enough reason to revisit this deck that works really well, provided your opponent can't deal 210 damage 3 turns in a row. At its core, this is just an Ogerpon Meganium deck. You accelerate energy onto Ogerpon with its ability, then double that energy with Meganium. If you need a little more oomph, Energy Switch boosts Ogerpon's damage by 60 for each additional energy, provided Meganium's in play. But solely relying on a 210 hit point 2-prizer that requires a stage 2, even with Forest of Vitality and Bug Catching Set helping, isn't a winning strategy. Thankfully, there's several other partners. For deck number 1, we have Vileplume from 151. With Forest of Vitality, you can evolve into Gloom, then Vileplume on the same turn, accelerating all energy you find in either the top 3 or 8 cards of your deck. The new Genesect makes another appearance, able to snipe bench Pokémon. Regigigas can deal with those terrible Terras, and even someone like Wo-Chien can be a great finisher, provided you know how to count. Briar's another fun card, able to give you an extra prize with Ogerpon when they have exactly 2 left. And although Survival Brace has fallen off thanks to Monkey Dory, against certain decks it means Ogerpon's guaranteed to survive. Unlike my Mental Stability, which was destroyed nearly 4 years ago. So you might be looking at that 0-4 and thinking, oh man, Pilot's sucking huge butts. Well, it's because I've been deciding to go first. And every time I go first, I never start Ogerpon, so I decided to go second. And of course, I started Ogerpon Energy. And there we go. But we're going to be fine. Unfortunately, I can't... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need Vileplume this game. I think Vileplume is okay to not be included here. And then we go attach to you and turn. But because there's no energy switch in this list, that would be the other one. So the Vileplume list has energy switch. This one is all about Gloom Vileplume, which is why I wanted to go first. And Mewtwo, thank you for the sub. You're activating the hype train, so everyone all aboard. And Ian, yes, I am so good. It's PDCGL, because that third game we lost due to PDCGL giving me the deck select glitch twice. On back-to-back turns where I absolutely needed it. That was fun. So if this is just regular old Kangaskhan Buffalant, we're probably going to be okay. Okay, that's fine. But if this is Kangas... It's a stall deck. God, the ladder resets and everyone starts sucking butts. And not in a fun way. And I thought I added more oh, God. Okay, well, I have a Super Rod, which I'm going to need, apparently. We're having fun today. We're about to be 0-5, but luckily we can take our time here. We're not in a rush. We're not in a big-time rush, though I would like to go a little bit faster. Be nice if I could, you know, get a couple playable cards. Okay, can we get a Dawn? Okay, I'll take a Lillie's. All right, so I guess I go Survival Brace on this guy. They're definitely not going to have a Tool Scrapper, right? When has the stall deck ever played Tool Scrapper? What the hell is this? Okay. And then we get all the Dawn. All right, so... I mean, I'm going to need a lot more energy if I want to win this game. But I think I want to save the energy. Right? I want to save the energy because I want to be able to knock out this Mega Kangaskhan because things have been going so badly and I know I need to knock that out. But, like, are they going to attach any energy? Is this just regular Buffalant annoyingness? Yeah, this is Buffalant annoyingness. They're going to play with my... Oh, God! And Ruckman, welcome back. Thank you for the 5 gifted. So welcome in Son of Russ, Phoenix, Maxi, Toast Crunch, and Monsense. Okay, so we're going to put you into play. I think we just start building up this guy. Well, no, it has to be a Moongus on the day that it happens. So again, I have to build up the biggest Teal Mask Ogerpon you've seen in your life. You returneth bearing gifts. You're like an Ursa Luna because you're bearing gifts. Get it? Bearing gifts. Okay, let's just hit into him. I'm sure they have a Monkey Dory and they'll do Monkey Dory things. But what else are we gonna do? You know, we have to attack while we have the chance, while they don't have a second Bouffalon in play. But that Fezandipiti down is really bad. We do have a single copy of Turo Scenario. Usually it's for Vileplume. But, you know, I'm about to show you how good I am with this deck. And there's Scoop Up Cyclone. Okay, that's fun. Very happy for you. Stall decks are great. Great League is great. Stall decks are great. Never let anyone tell you differently. I'm just so happy that stall decks still exist. I'll stick my hand wherever you want. You know, stick your hand in this wet hole. It's just melted snow. Don't worry. Yeah, touch my sack. Okay. There's a handy fan. Oh my god, please hit your third crushing hammer, please. Oh my god. All right. I mean, you have to go for the active. So we currently don't have anything good happening in our hand. So that's cool. There's a Chikorita. I love stall decks. I love stall decks too. There's a Lillies. We're going to use that one again. So I guess I go Chikorita down, Teal dance. Because we can potentially just overload this guy with all the things. That's all we need to do is just give him all the things. All right, so let's attach that. Lilies, I'm sure they have Penny and Turo Scenario. Okay, there's a Gloom. There's a Forest of Vitality. That's good. And then we go get all the Pokemon out of there. Okay, that didn't do anything. Thank you. So that's a Bayleef. And then how many do I need? I need more than I can do. We're having a great time today. We're having they got Wally, they got all the things. They're going to be able to gust a million times. You know, I had to do that because, you know, we're not finding Meganium. So what I did with the original list is I took out a Forest of Vitality, I took out Teal Masked Ogerpon, and then I added in 2 Pokégear instead of 2 Great Ball. Clearly, I should have added Great Ball, even though you play 4 copies of Dawn. But Dawn is completely useless. And speak of the devil. Okay, we can still, as long as they don't put a second Bouffalon down, we're fine. We are totally, yeah, we're fine. We got this. Literally the next damn card. You can suck my butt as hard as you want and nothing will come out. Okay, so let's put that. Bayleef, Oddish. Vileplume. I don't know how much energy we need, but I think I'm putting all of it on the active. Okay, well, we have the knockout. Okay, that's the one nice thing is we have the knockout. Well, what the hell? The deck plays 16 total energy. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so like there's not much left and there's probably a few in the prizes. Interesting that they're loading up the Fez, because the Fez can snipe the Psyduck. And what's the one card you absolutely can't prize against a stall deck? You'll never guess. Did we prize it? Of course we prized it. It was Turo Scenario. Yeah, I think Legacy Energy over Survival Brace. Oh my god. Quit being so annoying. I mean, are they going to do anything? There's a Lively Stadium. That's not it. Because remember, Kangaskhan has 330 hit points. Oh, this is going to be so satisfying if they don't get a Bouffalon down. If they are unable to get a Bouffalon down, then we're just knocking that dude out in that game. And then stupid stall deck players. So I didn't face a stall deck in Master League at all the previous ranked ladder. So then, of course, what happens as soon as we get bumped down to Great League? Stall decks, baby. Stall decks as far as the eye can see. And then boss's orders. There you go. Number 1. I beat off stall players for fun. I beat them off until they can't handle, they can't run any more errands. Yeah, we prized Turo and a Vileplume and all the things. So I think you saw how bad grass decks still are for me. Even when you play 4 Bug Catching Set and 4 Dawn, when they hit their damn the 3 freaking crushing prize and Turo, ugh. Well, this will be in the YouTube video irregardvoir, because we are doing a mirror match. I'm assuming they're not going to have the Vileplume, though. That would be a little too crazy. So, I mean, I think we'd go for Dawn. Right? I think we just prep the Dawn play here. What's in my hand? We got Bayleef. Oh, God. So they fixed the terrestrialization issue, but they didn't fix whatever the hell that issue is called. We're going to release an update to fix the terrestrialization issue. Okay, cool. And you're going to fix other issues as well, right? No. Don't be stupid. We're not going to we're going to replace it with something. We're going to fix the issue where random cards in your deck terrestrialize, but we're going to replace it with an issue where random cards in your deck evolvify. God, this game is great. They add a fart effect. They fix the terrestrialization issue. They fix the card bleed, but they introduce evolution glitches, and apparently the deck select glitch is even worse than before. And right away, the Prime Catcher is paying dividends, though, to be fair, if this was a survival brace, we'd probably benefit more from that, especially in this specific matchup. But, like, I mean, come on. We can all agree that grass decks are horrible, especially decks with Venusaur in them. Like, I took out the Venusaur. And Gordroth, that's what we've been saying for 4 years. It wasn't just that they had to, fix the game. It's that they had to take the game offline and rework everything. That was it. It wasn't just, oh, your game's slightly broken. Please take the time to fix it. It's no. Everything in your game is broken. You have to fix everything. Please put the Forest of Vitality into play. Because I went down to 3 Forest of Vitality. But I'm pretty confident that I can win this game. The question is, do I believe in the heart of the cards? Because I don't want to waste the Prime Catcher unless I know I'm taking a knockout of a Teal Masked Ogerpon. Okay, so that's... Okay, well, I think that's it, right? I think that's it. That's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. So I need one more. And this will do it. If you get me one energy Gloom, you're the MVP of this game. Oh, I want you to MVP on me. All right, so there we go. It kind of sucks that I have to overload this Teal Masked Ogerpon when I know we're going to force the Vitality, like, at any point. Literally, any point in the near future, we're going to get forced the Vitality into play. Either they're going to do it or me. Just double check. Math, yes. So that's cool. Now the question becomes, what are you doing? This was going to be a fun game. Oh my God. See, the Prime Catcher. I took out the Survival Brace, put in the Prime Catcher. And YouTube audience, I'm going to leave this in here just to show you that I am the best Teal Masked Ogerpon player. And this is why you don't play Mega Venusaur. You take out the Mega Venusaur, you put in Vileplume, and you force other inferior grass decks to concede. Okay, I guess I play with my balls. So that's a Mega Diancie. That's unfortunate. So Mega Diancie I can't knock out with anybody cool. I guess I just get the Genesect. And we just try to do Genesect things. Because remember, I can snipe the bench. So if they're not careful, I can just snipe their entire butt. And I think it's worth it to waste an energy here. Because there's 4 energy switch in the deck. This is the Genesect build. So there's no more Vileplume. I think it's worth it to use the Bug Catching Set to see if we get a Grass Energy, which we did. And I might be able to do several things next turn. I'm pretty sure streaming your tube is against TOS. Hey, not if it's educational. If someone can give birth live on stream, I can stream my tube. Oh, goody, it's Gardevoir. So you might be looking at that win-loss record and being like, oh, this deck sucks. I cut out the Vileplume. I can get away with this playing a non-Vileplume version because there's a Genesect. So technically it's new. And also, I never played Meganium Ogerpon during the Mega Evolution base set era. Somebody gave birth on stream on Twitch because it was educational or whatever. Okay, they did the smart thing and they didn't limit themselves to 1 Ralts, but I can knock out a Monkey Dory, and there's a Frillish. Well, joke's on you. I got all the things I need, and you're going to have a Lillies in that hand. Oh my god. All right, this is rough. If they'd only had one Ralts, we'd be able to buy ourselves a lot of time. There's a Monkey Dory, so if I put 3 energy on the Genesect, that is a knockout. I will need Meganium in play as well, but that will be a knockout. Thing is, if I hit the dude... Oh, I can't. I was going to say... Oh, no, we're not item locked. I was going to say. I was going to say. All right, we probably want to... Actually, I should probably hold back on that. Now, the question is, who is the biggest threat? Wow, this is a terrible hand. Wow, this is actually a horrible hand. Okay, I guess we get rid of Bayleef and Night Stretcher. We go for the Meganium. Okay, and then... Yep, my Ultra Ball is evolving. Great. And I mean, I don't think it's worth it to waste the energy switch. But... yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Because they're just going to be able to Garland Ray. Right? They can literally just attach a Psychic and knock out my Ogerpon. Obviously, they might prioritize retreating into Frillish, but then we have the bosses, which would be great. If they don't get a Gardevoir this turn, I think we win. Yeah, the Jellicent is fine. It's as long as they don't get a Gardevoir this turn. Oh, crap. They're going to get Rare Candy and Bravery Charm or something stupid. But I will have access... Ooh, okay. And also, can we talk about how insane it is that Mega Diancie has a 1 retreat cost? How does this thing have a 1 retreat? It's literally like made of diamonds. It's made of diamonds and has a 1 retreat cost? Jellicent's a freaking jellyfish. Those things like just float on the water and that has a 3 retreat. Oh crap, they definitely got it. They definitely got the rare candy. But do they have any... Oh my god. How do they just get a raw Guardy? Okay, but as long as they don't have a darkness energy, we're fine. Right, and I guess if they might get greedy and go to the Jellicent. Well, I guess it's not greedy because they're like, well, I don't want to lose my Mega Diancie. Ample sample text. But then that would invalidate me being annoying and complaining about something. All right, when they use Judy Garland Ray, they get rid of all the things. That's fine. But yeah, the fact that we were able to go first. Going first. When you're facing off against Gardevoir, going first is really good if they start a Mega Diancie and can't do anything with it. All right. I'm happy. I'm happy with what happened here. We're still probably going to lose. But this is the turnaround. I think Vileplume is just asking too much. It's the same problem that happened with Mega Venusaur, is that you need 2 stage 2s, and the deck just always fails to get you what you need. So how about instead of 2 stage 2s, we have, you know, the Meganium and then just a bunch of energy switches, and we use Ogerpon's ability and just say, you know, we're not going to have the craziest turns. But I whiffed Gloom and Vileplume so much, it's not... Oh, crap. Okay, well, sure. Let's Pokégear. Get a Lillies, that's great. Now the question is, do I play with my Rod? Huh. I mean, I have to guarantee the knockout. You know, I don't necessarily want to play with my Rod after especially just losing the card that I need. But if I don't take the knockout, we lose the game. And even if I do take the knockout, we still probably lose the game. Even if I do take the knockout, we still probably lose the game. All right, so that's 120, so that is a knockout. I have to do this, and then we'll do the 6. There's a Bug Catching Set. I don't think that's useful right now. So we just go Lillies, then hopefully we just win, right? So that'll go into play. Fezandipiti will go into play. We have a bunch of energy switches. The problem, of course, now is going to be Jellicent. So they're going to shut off our items, which is bad. Okay. There's the bosses. Great. Bug Catching Set. Let's get out an Ogerpon. Okay, so if I attach to the active and they put, let's say they put 2 energy on the Jellicent, that is a knockout on the Jellicent. And if I can find, and then if they take a knockout on one of my dudes, then we're totally fine. What if they, okay, so they don't have a darkness energy, 160. Okay, so I think we're fine. I think we're gonna survive next turn. Right, if they Iono me, I think we're gonna survive. We do have Briar, so if they try to get cute with Jellicent or something, we can Briar and knock them out. And just win the game, because they'll be down to 2 prizes. But obviously, Monkey Dory muddies the waters. Genesect potentially wins us this game, because I can knock out a Monkey Dory or something. And there's the darkness energy. Okay, so I still feel like they're going to attack with Jellicent. They played Secret Box. I can't remember which supporter they went and got. Probably I know if I had to guess. But, you know, the sideboard disappears when you do things. All right, so they grabbed... Oh, wait, they discarded Iono, De-Evolution, grabbed Lillie's Artisan, Evolution, Earthen Vessel. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't really need De-Evolution in this matchup. But wouldn't it be hilarious if they forgot? If they forgot and they went for a Teal Masked Ogerpon? I highly doubt that. But they're most likely going to go for the Meganium. That's fine, though, right? Because what does Genesect do? To one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it doesn't specify bench Pokemon. Sometimes for snipe attacks, it specifies bench Pokemon. Wait, are they just going for the... There's no way they're going for a Guardy KO, right? There's absolutely no shot they're just going to Guardy KO. But they put 3 energy on it. Oh my god! Okay, okay. Okay, I guess I definitely need an Iono if we're gonna win. But what if I go up with Genesect? Does that do anything? I would still need 3 energy on it. We have 2 energy switches, but there's no guarantee that I get an Iono. Okay, that helps. Yeah, like if I can just get Briar, we win. So let's thin out the deck as much as humanly possible and also alienly possible. There's a Chikorita. Briar's not in the deck. Is Briar prized? I'm pretty sure Briar's in the list. Oh my god, did we seriously just prize Briar? Okay, so we have to get an Iono. There's 1 in there. If I put the Chikorita down, I don't think we lose because of that. I do have to thin the deck. That's very important. I want to Forest of Vitality. Go get a Bayleef. We want to get rid of that and that. Go get the Bayleef. Again, we're thinning the deck. Okay, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We just have to get as deep down into the deck as possible. Oh god, we're gonna send all of our supporters to the bottom too, aren't we? Oh god, all the supporters are going down to the bottom too. Okay. Oh crap. That's not good. Okay, well, Fezandipiti, I choose you. Okay, Bug Catching Set. 2 energy. Okay, we're going to look at 7. So we're going to look at more than half of the deck. One of these has to be the Iono. Why? Why would you do this to me? Okay, then it has to be a retreat. It has to be a retreat. And what do so yeah, I retreat, go into the Jenny, manually attach, energy switch from you to you. I mean, I guess technically I can knock out the Monkey Dory, but I think what I do is I energy switch here. Okay, no, I got a plan. Don't you worry. I got the greatest plan in the history of the world right now. Watch this drive. Watch this. And then we go Bugs Cannon. We knock out the Stream Tail. That was not your internet. That was PTCGL that glitched out there. Okay, I feel like there's still a Briar in this list. You know, I'm going to check afterwards, win or lose. And this is a rare instance where a Gardevoir player's timer is higher than mine. All right, so yes, I understand that I left a Monkey Dory alive, but Screamtail could have knocked out the Fez. Like, I know they wouldn't have been able to knock out the Ogerpon. They probably have Counter Catcher as their thingy thing. I know the risk that I took, okay? I am well aware of the risk that I took, bringing up the Jellicent, which is kind of crazy, considering that, you know, I can't use items. But it has a 3 retreat cost, and it doesn't do very much damage, and they haven't been filling up their discard pile with energy. Obviously, that could all change. But the fact that they don't have energy in their discard pile behooves me greatly. And there's a Mega Diancie. Well, that's not great, but they still need a bunch of energy in the discard pile. Oh, crap. Well, you know, again, they just get a raw Iono. I dug like crazy. I dug like the dog from Up, and I still couldn't get it. And they just Iono'd me into 2 completely useless cards. Oh, God. Okay. No, this is fine. This is great. They also have nothing. All right. They can't do anything. You got nothing. And then oh, God. Can I even Bugs Cannon? Like, I know I can Bugs Cannon a Monkey Dory, but then doesn't that activate Counter Catcher? But I think I have to. I think I have to because it gives me a win condition. Because I can win the following turn. Yeah, I have to go for a Monkey Dory. That's good. Okay. So Teal Dance. Because there's no reason to overload the Genesect any further. It's doing, what, 160 or whatever? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Genesect's going anywhere, but I don't think I'm getting a bosses here. I think it's safe to say we are not getting a bosses. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so Bugs Cannon, knock out a monkey. Because if I hit anybody else, then they can just use Monkey Dory to do Monkey Dory things. I swear Briar's in this deck. Okay, I thought I saw Briar. I might have been clicking through the list. If Briar's the last prize, then PDCGL really hates me. Like, more than normal. All right, that's fine. Because remember, we're going to have access to Fezandipiti when they do the thing. They're going to take a knockout. I'm going to have access to my Fezandipiti. It's not going to buff out for us, but they did attach 2 energy to the Jellicent to take this knockout. Everything could work out. There's 11 energy in the deck. There's, you know, we might be able to find 2. We just need to find 2. We'll be fine. Everything's great. Also, a boss's orders wins us the game. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's not a guarantee that they win next turn. Wow, that's great. Okay, well, we can still do it. We can still do it. There's one. Wait, that's enough. Wait. Oh, yeah, who needs Vileplume? Get out of here, Vileplume. You're a nerd, Vileplume. Whoa, would you look at that? That is expert level gameplay. Oh, Trust Your Pilot's the best. He might not remember what's in his deck list. Oh my God, it wasn't. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I just fell out of my chair and licked my own toes in the same moment because I'm so flexible. I told you Briar was in the list. Literally the last prize. I can't remember, this game went on so long in my short-term memory. And then if we just gotten the Briar, we could have won. There's Pokégear in the deck to find the Briar. No, it's the final prize. But guess what? PDCGL did everything in its power to screw me over. Great gameplay, beats off Gardevoir players every single freaking day. It's another mirror match. We forced the previous mirror match person to concede because they couldn't handle Trust Your Pilot special sauce directly into their hands. All right, that's unfortunate. Let's Bug Catching Set, get nothing. Ooh, okay, we actually got some things. My Bug Catching Set is evolving. That makes sense. Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. Thanks, PDCGL. You're a great game. Okay, so let's go. But this is tricky, like a gym, because if they put too much energy, But I also want to be in a situation where I can activate Briar. But I also want to, you know, draw cards because we don't currently have a way to do that. So it's a tricky one. Like, I understand that PDCGL hates Mega Venusaur and Mega Venusaur never works properly. So I could have just sent up the Ogerpon and been like, yeah, next turn I'll do a bunch of things. But I don't have a playable hand. I could have played with my balls, gotten rid of the Meganium and the Ultra Ball, gone for a Teal Masked Ogerpon and drawn one. But do you know what's better than drawing one card? Drawing 3 cards. I will have to give up, you know, a prize in the meantime, in the interim, but that's okay. Because the way to win this matchup is you take the first 2 prizes. Whoever takes the first 2 prize KO wins the game. And I'm assuming they're going to give me a Forest of Vitality. The last person I played against who had Venusaur, oh god. Wait, that's fine. Just put a Forest of Vitality into play. Just put a Forest. Damn it. I would have had the KO. Okay, so in this situation... Really? Oh yeah, my cards are farting. My cards are farting. That's awesome. I love the farting. We love the farting, don't we, folks? All right, so let's go Bug's Cannon. I think I just put 20 on the Badoo. And we do that. And Mr. Mountain Dew, they're probably just referencing my tweet about Mega Heracross, how after a month of it being broken and the brokenness being discovered, they haven't banned it and they haven't fixed it and they haven't acknowledged it. So clearly you can do it. Clearly it is not a bug or an exploit that they're worried about if they haven't banned it, because we let them know a month ago about it. This awesome community who discovers all the bugs and is, you know, their bug tester. I don't know why the Badoo itself farts pollen, right? Like, I understand your hand farting pollen, but why does the Badoo fart pollen? All right, so if I put, so that's 40. Wait, if I put 2, that's knocking out the Chikorita. Right? This is math. This is how math works, right? We knock out the Chikorita? Yes. Yeah, how else would I know that I'm item locked unless my cards are farting? We prized the Briar again! This is 2 games in a row. And that was this is another game where it's a great win condition. If they just knock out Ogerpon, you just have to knock out 1 Ogerpon and then a Mega Venusaur. Well, I was banned from a certain subreddit because I was offering too much money for feet picks. Oh yeah, now you give me the Forest of Vitality. Bug's Cannon, yeah. Oh, we gotta. Now's your chance. Now's your chance to use. Oh wait, most people don't have this emote because it's like the tier 3 something something. There's the bug catching emote. All right, see, Genesect is goated, but this is basically just a repeat. You know, Mega Venusaur, trash. Genesect, goated. Did they just get... Oh my god. That is insanity. Oh wow, and then they got the INO too. That is kind of nuts. Oh, I'll take it. The Night Stretcher is a little iffy. But the fact that they didn't gust me is really good. You know, they didn't grant gust in me. That's the flash. I also got in trouble for flashing, but that's okay. All right, so they're going for a Mega Venusaur. Okay. This is a tough one. Because what I can do is... I can do many things. I can do many things. Right? Genesect just opens up so many possibilities. It's just unlike the Mega Venusaur list, where if everything goes right, yeah, it's pretty okay. But everything has to go right. And Clan Burglar, I know, you would never. All right. Now the question is, how do I do this? If what's the correct order here? Right? Because we're doing 210. I can theoretically knock out the Mega Venusaur. So I think what I do is I go Ultra Ball and I go for another Ogerpon. Because I'm going to try to knock out the Venusaur this turn. That is the stretch. I mean, we're drawing at least 10 cards this turn. at least 10. Okay, let's Pokégear to get a thing out of the deck. And then we draw 3. We have the Max Rod for a bunch of energy. Okay, okay. Things are working here. I think we have it, right? Because if I go attach Ogerpon, oh, we absolutely, we're knocking out that Venusaur. Venusaur is trash. I told you. Venusaur is absolute garbage, mate. Garbage. Wait, do I not have it? I don't know if I have it. we might have it. There's a chance that we have it. Okay, so wait, if I, oh god, okay, so if I put 2 more energy, that's 120. That is a knockout. That is a knockout. Math. Not even once. 330. Oh, it'd be a shame if I knocked out your Venusaur. Wouldn't that be awful? That'd be awful if I knocked out your Venusaur. All right, let's go get Genesect and 3 energy. I know they're probably going to Iono me, but I mean, I don't really have a choice. You know, I need to build up another Ogerpon, even though I'm not really on a clock here. This isn't baseball. I'm not on a shot clock. But look at that. I needed to put 4 energy on an Ogerpon to knock out a Venusaur. I just took 3 prizes for 4 energy. So yes, playing Mega Venusaur is not good. And Josh, oh, you know what happens after long sessions of whacking off with different decks. So they have to Iono me, but even if they Iono me, oh, it's too late. Too late for your Toedscruel. I already played with my rod to the max. That's what happens when you play with your rod to the max. And again, that's another thing is like we have a lot of recovery. I don't think we need another rod card. We have Max Rod, we have Night Stretcher, we have Energy Recycler, we have Sacred Ash. So like as I was going through the video, I'm like, does Super Rod really deserve to be in the top 10 rotating cards? Go check out the latest video on my channel to see the rotate. Oh, they lose. Yeah, like as I was doing it, I was like, is it really necessary? And also Dawn is useless. Imagine if that was an Iono and not a Dawn. Or imagine if that was a Bosses. Well, I guess Bosses doesn't really matter. But like, I need to attach. I don't even think I need to do anything this turn and we win. Right? If I just manually attach an energy, I think that's game. At least if they didn't have the Mega Venusaur, this would have been much closer. But there you go. I've proven it time and time again. Mega Venusaur is not great. Mega Venusaur is a problem. And, you know, I've prized Briar twice. Briar would have helped last game. This game, I mean, we just destroyed them. We obliterated them. We obliterated them like the G block rotation at the end of March is going to obliterate Standard. So there you go. Every single time I play against Venusaur, I show you, I create the optimal grass deck list with Meganium.